Hi guys, um, this is Canal Pictures Productions. You have here Mr. Nelly, and you have my man, my brother, my friend, the fellow writer, Wanabasi.
The Wanabasi.
The Wanabasi.
God bless.
All right. Now I want to talk about purpose. Now, first of all, before we talk about purpose, we need to look at some vital things, some very important things. All right. Now, setting purpose doesn't quite start until after some time. Now, let me explain that. The purpose that a man that comes out from a rich family or a well to do family, and the purpose of a guy that comes out from a poor family kind of differ. Now, let me go further with that. Okay, picture this, a guy that came from a poor family, right?
Mm.
The first thing in his life is survival. How do I survive?
Mm.
How do I get there? So he focuses on survival, food, shelter,
Clothing.
clothing. And then when he starts getting that, the next thing will be okay, um, I need to get married, I need to get a house, and all that.
Mm.
I'll get in a call.
Mm.
Yeah, hello? Okay, okay. I don't even know where how to do that, but I can't see anything like that here. Okay, I will do that. Thanks a lot. So you help me check on the on your own side. All right. We got a call coming in saying that the audio is not. One of our viewers saying that the audio is not working. So give us a moment. Let's check
Let's check
if
that out.
that's a setting here. Uh, it's on.
It's on.
The microphone is on. The microphone is on.
We're not speaking loud enough.
No, we loud enough. You can see the indicator right there.
Mm.
Oh, that's about 2, 3. The green on the white. Now we okay. Yeah, maybe we want to check out if we are live on your on the cell phone.
No. I think we're live.
We're live, right? We no,
Mm.
we are audible.
Mm.
All right, let's continue. So, like I was saying, when you come out from a poor background, the first thing you gonna think about is survival. How do I survive?
Mm.
How do I get this lifestyle? Now that the money comes, food is no longer a problem, shelter is no longer a problem, wife is no longer a problem.
And you upgrade to a higher level of worries.
Exactly.
Mm.
Now, something else is required. There will be a hunger for a purpose.
Mm.
Okay, let's say, all right, you now make a whole lot of cash, right? Then you begin to think about purpose. Remember, we were talking about a poor guy. Now you start thinking about purpose. Like, why am I here? What's going to be my purpose
Mm.
in life right now? So, and I think that's where the real man in the man comes out.
Comes out.
You know,
Mm.
that's where the real man in the man comes out. So, what do you think?
I think that's right because you see, like we know in life, when you make those basic things, when those things are satisfied, those basic requirements in life, the clothing, shelter, and stuff, when they are satisfied, you begin to look for a higher level of satisfaction. And that is where, like you said, the real man within the man comes out. You know, because you want a higher level of satisfaction in life. Those other things don't bother you anymore. They don't satisfy you anymore. You don't have it. You don't get any satisfaction from them anymore.
Yeah.
You want a higher level of satisfaction. That's when people begin to think about legacy.
Yeah. Legacy.
Begin
Okay.
to think about legacy. What will I leave behind? What will people remember me for?
All right.
Then they move to the stage of trying to have an impact
And
in the society, on people, trying to build people, trying to build institutions, and of course, erect a legacy, good or
A
bad.
bad legacy.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually took my time to check out on some aspects.
Mm.
Aspects like choosing the purpose now.
Mm.
You know? Now some people will say we choose the get more money purpose.
Mm.
You know?
I like money.
Yeah. Everybody likes money. But when you love it,
I like.
I think that's what the problem
I
is.
like it more.
Yeah. Are you sure?
I like money more than.
All right, yeah,
No,
that.
lots of it. Lots of money.
Lots of money. All right. Now, some people, in trying to find a purpose, they choose to make more money as a purpose.
Mm.
Now, remember that whatever it is you choose as a purpose, have its negative benefits or positive benefits. Now, it benefits negatively, or I mean, you reap, from what you sow.
Mm.
Now, when you take money as a purpose, make more money as a purpose, well, I wouldn't say that's a problem because you're the one making the money.
Mm.
But then, from experience, when you have so much hunger for money and fall in love with money, you can get enough of it. You want more money and more money and more money, and it goes on and on. You won't even have time for yourself. But the more money you get, the more you get engrossed into whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you want more money, definitely you're going to put more activities.
Mm.
And that can result to not having time for your family, not having time for friends, not having time for anybody because you're so busy. I mean, we've watched the life of some of the millionaires and all that. When they tell the tales of their life and all that.
And so at the end of the day, you become a perfect definition of more money, more problems, like they say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the song from the guy that's Biggie. Biggie did a song on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
More
right.
money, more problems.
More problems. Now, the second purpose that I've noticed is becoming a god,
Mm. A human god.
a human
A
god,
human god.
a human god, right?
Mm.
You've made money, nothing,
Mm.
I say, and you feel like let me become a god.
Mm.
And some people actually make that decision while some don't even know when money pushes them to become kind of a demigod.
No, it's a subconscious kind of. How do I put it? Oh God, I'm not an Englishman. How do I do this? A subconscious kind of development in somebody that, like you said, you don't know when. It just
Yeah.
comes like that. Before you know it, it engulfs you. It becomes your lifestyle. And because you have so much money,
Yeah.
you may not notice that you are hurting people by this attitude of being a god. Yeah, and the thing is that you keep on being a god as long as you want to be a god, because people who are ready to come under you and see you as a god will keep coming.
Yes.
They will
yes,
keep coming.
Yes.
So on your part, you may think, oh, these people are coming for maybe they need help from me. You have the money, you have the resources to help them. You keep on helping them, but it's dangerous also
Yeah.
because along the line your attitude towards people is changing,
Exactly.
but you don't know, and that's where the danger is. I have so many stories of people who are like that, who end up trying to be some god over people. And I want to thank you for bringing up this aspect.
Yeah.
It's like the Holy Spirit really led me
Let me.
thank God. Praise God for that.
Oh, but I think the and that becoming a demigod, a human god, say now, has to do with where you're coming from. During the time of the struggle, who was your role model? Who were you listening to? And all that. I think that has a lot to do with the man that comes out now. Who you were listening to.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely. Experience molds character, more or less.
Yes, more or less, yeah.
Experience molds character. Not necessarily what people say, but what you've gone through and the things you are assimilating to yourself, into your character. That's what comes out when you are up there. Now people begin to see the real you based on your experiences.
Yes.
And you become the God that you have always wanted to be, though you may not have said it out.
Yeah, although though probably it was not a part of it.
It was not a part of you.
Maybe
you didn't see it as
maybe
a
during
part
the
of
struggle,
you.
you went through some situation where you met some guys that actually treated you very rough. You had a very nasty experience from some people that treated you very rough. Maybe they were acting like a god also over you, and you told yourself like, when I make this money, I'm gonna god other people. I'll become a god over other people. So I think that's another aspect that can cause that, because it might not be like that from the beginning.
No.
Then even though you go through such situation, right? The fact that who's your role model, who you're following, who you're listening to also matters. Because you can go through a rough situation and you begin to listen to somebody and it won't get to your head. I mean, whatever situation you're going through won't have anything to do with, affecting you in a way that you will not start acting negatively or acting based on what happened to you. So I still believe that that's where who your role model is, let's use the word role model for lack of a better word, who you are following, who you listen to, also comes up, Then, okay, let's continue with the aspect of people choosing what they want to do. All right, you don't want to have a drink?
I've got lots of this, but for the sake of the viewers, let me just drinking some. What are we drinking?
Just champagne. I got left on. I got left in the fridge.
No, I'm a village boy. Let me hold it with 2 hands.
It's so funny. So, still talking about. Still talking about choosing the purpose, right? Okay, we got another call. I think some people are watching. Hello. Hello. All right, thank you very much. That's Jay calling. She's also a YouTuber. She said, we're doing good. All right, thanks a lot, Jay. I appreciate this call. All right, you too. Keep following, keep watching. We'll bring you more. All right. Okay. Okay. Bye. That was Jay. She's Joy, a fellow. She's also a YouTuber. She's doing very well. She's monetized. Actually monetized, and
Wow.
yeah, she's She runs a news.
She's gone places.
Yeah, she's
Mm.
gone places, bringing a whole lot of news.
Thanks, Joy.
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Joy, thank you very much, and stay tuned. We're bringing more. All right, so now let's get back to the purpose, right?
Mm.
Now, another thing is this: when you've arrived,
Mm.
you think you've arrived.
You think
Let's,
you
for
do.
lack of a better word,
Mm,
let's
you've
use
arrived.
when you've arrived, right?
Mm.
Okay, now you've arrived, and you say, okay, fine. You sit down and say, what's my purpose? What you it might not appear to you like purpose,
Mm.
right? You just get tired of everything. You have food, you have everything,
Mm.
Then some people would choose to start an NGO to help others
Mm.
grow. And that becomes the purpose of life. And probably it's been there right inside, but they don't know. But the question now is this: when they start the NGO, or when they start uh, helping institution, whatever it is, the mother's baby's home, whatever it is,
A foundation.
a foundation.
That's the name. The
A
name is
foundation.
popular here.
It's popular here as foundation. I know
Foundation.
NGO as an NGO.
Foundation.
Okay, foundation.
Mm.
Start a foundation. Foundation. All right. Now, when they start a foundation, right?
Mm.
Another question now is this: are they starting that foundation with a pure heart, or are they starting that foundation with the wrong heart? Well, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah. That's a very critical issue. You know, one thing about purpose is this: it's only the man involved, the main person that is doing whatever he's doing, that will really know the purpose behind from the initial stage. People will get to understand the purpose as time goes on,
Yeah,
and much of it will be speculative.
yeah,
It's the man that does the action that really knows the purpose. So it's a kind of is something that is not very clear from the initial stage. About what someone really has in mind when he builds that foundation, like an NGO. You may never know. We live in a world where everybody wants to be on TV.
yeah.
So that could be the purpose, the main reason behind someone being a philanthropist,
Okay.
setting up an NGO. I mean, we have lots of these around us.
Yeah.
Someone wants to launch an NGO, then the first day, the first empowerment or help program
TV over
is
the
on
place.
all over the place, paparazzi, everybody
Social
on
media.
social media,
Mhm.
and you check out the substance of the empowerment, just maybe little things,
Yeah.
very little things, just little help. But the hype,
It's so
It's national.
much.
or should I say international hype,
International hype.
you know. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
at the initial stage, only he or she knows the purpose behind what he was trying to do.
Exactly.
But it is when the thing comes forward and people begin to see the substance of the help, of the philanthropy,
With time.
based on time. When people see the substance of the philanthropy and gauge it with the level of publicity
That was given.
That was
And
given.
so sometimes the publicity is actually more expensive than.
That's what
That
I'm
was
that's what I'm
me.
talking about. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. You embark on a philanthropic gesture. Maybe you gather some kids and give them exercise books, which are not very expensive.
And you got like 10 cameras.
Yeah, you have like 10 cameras to hire
And
one
10 paparazzi.
Yeah, like one of them goes home with a lot of money in millions of naira,
A
of dollars.
Yeah.
Then you just gather like 20 kids, 50,
Yeah.
give them single exercise books, just one each, and they smile for the cameras and you smile with them.
This.
At that point, people begin to see, okay, purpose behind all these
Oh,
philanthropy. Yeah. At the initial stage, nobody knew, only you. But now everybody knows, including the paparazzi.
Including paparazzi.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
the
like
kids too.
Yeah, even the kids will
Even the kids will
understand with time.
Yeah.
But how old they are. Okay. Let me see Color Pictures Productions. Mr. Nelly right here. I'm sitting chilling with my homeboy. What about see? I mean, it's going on cool. All right. Let me put it like there's a situation also still on this very purpose of being a philanthropist where some people we help somebody, right? Somebody comes and wants to help you, and the person says that I want to give you $5,000. I want to give you, £5,000. I want to give you 5,000 naira, whatever.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Let's just say I want to give you $200.
I told you I like money, so when you mention huge amounts,
Okay, let's go with
you making me uneasy.
uneasy. Yeah, I understand. So you can take a little more champagne and calm yourself down.
As usual,
You're still doing a village thing.
with 2 hands, yes, I'm a village boy.
Can imagine that. Always doing this village thing. Always doing this village thing. All right. Now, somebody, why are you laughing, man? We're live, bro. We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
But we still gotta have fun,
We're
right?
having fun.
All right. Okay, so somebody want to give you $200, and they say, "I want to give you this $200." Now, I want you to go get an office. All right. And I want you to put a blue chair in that office. And I want you to put a plasma screen in that office. And I want you to get a secretary in that office. Okay? And the office has to be in the heart of town. And he gives you the $20 and he makes sure that you go and get all this stuff. And probably you want to sell shoes. I've seen that happen. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen somebody, they want to help somebody and they put clauses. What to do and what not to do. But they're helping you. Or it looks like they're helping you. Well, what do you think about that?
First of all, if it happens like that, it's a sign that the person does not trust your sense of judgment.
No, what I'm saying is this. Okay, take for instance, you are a script writer. You are a teacher also.
Yeah.
All right?
And I'm a pastor.
He's also a pastor. We're not talking religion though.
I'm a pastor.
Yeah, we're not talking religion.
Acknowledge that. Acknowledge
yeah,
that
you're
I'm a
pastor. Yeah. All right. Now, okay, for instance, what's your problem, man? All right. For instance, now, okay, you're a pastor, right? You don't have a house where you have people gather, for you to talk to them. Okay.
But I do.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
This is for instance.
No.
Okay, let's not talk about you.
Yeah. Maybe you can talk about me. I would like you to talk about me.
But
don't say I don't have a place.
No, let's just say for instance.
I have a big church.
Okay, let's talk about Mr. B as a pastor. Mr. B, not you.
Look, it's gotta be me.
No. Okay, fine. What is it that you don't have a private jet, do you?
It's in the pipeline. Yeah.
It's in the pipeline. Yeah. You want to drive a private jet? Okay, fine. All right. Okay, let's use that. That for the example I want to give. All right. Let's use that example. Let's say, for instance, you don't have a place where your congregation will gather, or maybe you just somewhere and you need a good place. All right.
Okay, I can manage.
Yeah, somebody comes and said, I like the way you preach, or I like the way you talk, all right? I like the way you educate people. I want to get a place for you.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
And this person goes on to get to give you, the person gives you $200,
Mm.
or the person gives you $100 and say, get a very big um what do you call that stuff that you can use to cover a place, but it's not concrete, it's not wood, like a tarpaulin, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Like a leather, like a leather bag.
Mm.
Get a leather bag, to shelter people from rain, sun, and all that.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
It does okay. Get a leather. He tells you to get a leather bag.
Mm.
You're not the one that decided to go get a leather bag. All right. He's giving you $100, and he said get a very big leather bag. Let's say the leather bag can cost like maybe like $20, right?
Mm.
And you go get a leather bag, and he says buy a big plasma screen, the one that goes from wall to wall.
Mm.
And that plasma screen takes up all the money.
Mm.
And he says, now go ahead, I've helped you and start. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. They want to help you,
Mm.
or they say they want to help you, but they determine what you're going to do with the money in the profession that you know better than they do.
Mm.
That's the question. So that's what I'm asking. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it goes back to what I was saying. First, before someone does that, in him, he thinks he may not be comfortable with your sense of judgment. This is what he thinks,
Okay.
not reality.
But you're the professional.
You're the professional.
Okay.
You're the one in charge of what you want to do.
Yeah.
But now he's helping you and giving you prescriptions of what to do and what not to do.
Okay.
Okay. In one aspect, it shows to him he doesn't trust your sense of judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Two, he's the type that would like to be a human god, like we talked before.
It goes back to human
back
God,
to that.
right?
Goes back to that.
Okay.
Mm. You know, it's normal that to some people,
Yeah.
that if they help somebody, they want to control the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Want to control the person. It's an attitude in some people, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think I got a place I wrote that down. I wrote that down. Just give me a moment. Let me just get this. All right. Okay. I think I got. Let it just be here. Okay. Okay.
So, if you are lucky to find yourself in such a person's hands, in such a person's circle, and unfortunately you don't have the resources to embark on whatever project you want to do, and you find yourself in a situation that you need to rely on such a person to sponsor your program or your project. But if you cannot help, you know, it's full of challenges.
Yeah.
Life is full of challenges.
I think the thing is this. Regardless of the fact that you need help,
Mm,
you need help. You want this guy to help you.
mm,
Regardless of that fact, I think your dignity should stand first. You know, the belief that money is a solution to everything is has is engrossed into a whole lot of people,
mm.
and that is a problem. Or the belief that who has the money knows what he's doing.
Knows what it's doing.
Do you understand?
Mm.
So that has caused a whole lot of problems, even in families, in a community, in a state, in a nation.
And you see that you just made the point. just made a critical point, and it's a very dangerous issue. You know, when people have money, some people,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the majority
Yes.
of people have money. They think with money in their pockets, they are now
Everything is
wiser
possible. They're now wiser. Yeah.
and decides to prescribe what the other should do with the
With
money.
the money. Yeah. Putting clauses.
Yes, that false sense of intelligence because I've got money.
So I know what's up.
I know what's up. After all, if I weren't intelligent, I wouldn't be
I
this
will
rich.
get the money. And probably some of them hated the money.
Mhm.
And some just got
So
lucky.
they give you this money and they tell you what to do with it.
Yeah.
You were the one that approached them. Maybe you told them what you wanted to do or you gave them a proposal. Now they decide to key in, but on certain conditions that they tell you what to do. You know, money has, like I said, has this gives. But like I said, you are the one that wants to achieve whatever project you want. And there's one popular book we read when we were kids. She stoops to conquer. That's the title of the novel.
What do you say?
She stoops. She stoops.
Stoops to conquer.
Stoops to conquer.
Wow.
Mm.
I've not read that now.
Then you've not read anything then.
Mm.
You've not read anything.
I'll go look for it.
Sorry, bro.
You still have the novel?
I don't have it. What is
Come
it?
on, man. How many years ago?
Close to 20, 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
I don't even know where I kept those books.
And I probably your mom. You're the kind of mama's guy. You know
My
the
mom.
guy. Probably your mom. You might want to ask your mom.
Now
I would like to read that book.
I read pages of money.
Yeah, I will. you read the pages of money now,
Mhm.
right? And make sure you don't fall in the category of these guys we're talking
No.
about. Because I need some money. I need some money for my project, man. I don't want to come looking for money from you, and you would tell me, okay, I'll give you $100, and I want you to. Okay, let me give you an instance, right? Okay, we're still talking Color Pictures Productions. We're still talking purpose, right? We're still talking purpose, and you know, we're glad you're watching, you're listening. We appreciate you, and I'm still right here chilling with one of us, Mr. Nelly right here. So we're still talking about purpose. Now picture this.
Mm.
A guy has a car that is wrecked. All right,
Mm.
the car needs to change the interior. The interior is bad. Maybe the leather seats are torn and all that. The body parts, the body is messed up. Needs some working and painting. All right, and the engine is totally bad. The tires also bad. And this guy just got some money, and first he started fixing the body.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Mhm.
He went to the mechanic and called the guys that fix the body of the car. He said, okay, I want this car body fixed and I want it painted. And after fixing the car and painting the car, he now focused on the interior. He started doing the chair, the seat, the car seats and all that. And when he was done with that, he started changing the tires. And after changing the tires, he ran out of cash. The engine has not been fixed.
Mm.
He needs a new engine. And he got stuck. And the car was parked again for another year. While he was looking for money
So sad.
for engine. You understand? Now, this is what actually happens to a lot of people also who don't have a purpose,
Mm.
like a purpose. So I think, well, my own take in this is, no matter what, if you're coming up and you're struggling to survive, I think the best thing is you also think about having a purpose. You don't just think about survival. You think about having a purpose. You're working hard, struggling, but there is a purpose. This is what I want to do.
You're right.
Yeah. And some people also, when they have arrived, let's use the word arrive, for lack of a better word, because to me, there's no such thing as arrived, because they can get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. Now, they just look around and everything is fine. And they start thinking, what am I going to do? What's my purpose? All right? What's this life all about? What am I doing here? And they go like, okay, they find a faith and say, okay, I want to give my life to this faith. Like, I want to do this thing. And they find a faith and say, okay, let me dedicate my resources to this faith so that other people can benefit. So that's another kind of purpose. But now let's go to the rich guy's key. The purpose is different from the poor guy. All right? Or the drive for their own purpose is different from others. And the challenge also they have is different. You understand? As a rich kid, let's use the word a rich kid. Maybe a kid that all is found. He was born and is comfortable.
Yeah.
The money's there. He can go to any school he likes and all that. So, what do you think about that?
Well, for the rich, purpose may, it depends. Like we mentioned, experience.
Yeah.
Initially. What you've gone through in life, no matter how rich you are, if you're someone that steps out from your comfort zone, because if you remain in your rich circle, you may not have that opportunity to think about other situations beyond that rich circle. So if you are fortunate to be rich, that's for the rich guy now.
Yeah.
Purpose let me put it this way: if you want to have a wider spectrum of purpose in life, I think you should take some time and step out of that comfort zone. Rich kids' comfort zone.
Yeah.
And you will see things
differently. Yeah.
And from there, you can approach things in different dimensions, and you'll be more experienced
in other aspects.
Yeah, and in life generally.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm thinking about. Okay, picture this, right? We trying to like compare the poor guy now and this guy, their purpose, right?
Okay.
Which is more difficult, like based on what they face. Okay, now picture this. He's a rich guy, right? And he has a son, and the son is coming up, and he wants the son to be something that he wants the son to be, not what the son wants to be. He wants to keep the legacy of the family. Maybe his own father was a cobbler, a known cobbler, and he became rich, and he became a cobbler also. And he's still rich, keeping the father's legacy, and he wants his first son to be a cobbler. And probably the guy wants to be a rap artist or a mechanic or something else.
Or a jigger.
Yeah, but profession is a profession. Just that you got bad professions, you got good professions, if I can put it that way. So this guy wants to do something else. And the father wants him to be a cobbler because his father was, his great grandfather was a cobbler, and they kept the riches, and he wants his son to be a cobbler. And this guy, the son doesn't like being a cobbler. He wants to be something. And the father is pestering him that you must be a cobbler, you must keep the family legacy. I think that's one challenge that rich kids have. I mean, that the rich kids that find themselves, being fathered by such a man.
We humans are fond of making mistakes that the rich are very comfortable.
Yeah.
I read one other book with the title rich also cry. The rich also cry.
Mm.
And from my experience, I've come to realize that every human being in the world has something that pinches him or her.
That's true. Sometimes, but the kids are
But the
happy.
kids ain't happy. Because the parents, them, they must have climbed to a level where a lot of things are working in their favor. Of course, they are rich, they have some power.
Yeah.
Money is power, power is money, and stuff like that. So money, anyhow, it's some power in itself.
Yeah.
So to the parents, they may be doing well, but the kid doesn't like it because you pushing the kid into a line. He or she he's naturally not wired for.
Wired for. Yeah,
Mm.
that's the word. Wired for. Yeah.
So the kid becomes a depressed kid in the long run.
Yeah.
Depression. That's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
That's why some rich kids, do you know that the highest percentage in our community here, in our immediate community, do you know that the highest percentage of kids into drugs are the rich kids?
Yeah, I think I did a research on that. Yeah.
The rich kids.
Yeah.
Most of the poor kids, they're the ones in church, in Sunday school,
Schools,
doing
yeah.
fine,
Hustling,
hawking. Some of them in the libraries,
library studying to be better. Yeah.
but the rich kids are into drugs.
Yeah. Majority of the kids in drugs are actually the rich
Kids from well-to-do families. Why?
Yeah.
Because Papa and Mama wants them to be this and not this. But the kids want to be this. The kid wants to be a doctor.
And you want to be a lawyer,
But the Papa wants the
Be a
kid to
lawyer.
be a lawyer.
so that he can
So he can be a lawyer like himself and be a lawyer like the grandpa. You know,
Yeah, I get
you lead the kid to be depressed. And there's also the risk of running away from home. And of
Yeah.
course, rich kids will always have way to run to.
Yeah, you always have way to run.
They'll always
That's how
have
your father can always reach there and
Mm.
come back.
rich kids will always have way to run to.
Or how about a situation where
Mm.
still on the rich kids
Mm.
thing and the paupers, right? A young girl came up in a family, right? A rich
Mm.
family, and she's beginning to grow up to age. And but one day the father and the mother or both and calls her and said, I want you to meet somebody.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
I want you to meet somebody. They don't care what her purpose is. Now the girl, as a rich man's daughter, doesn't have the problem of survival
Mm.
first. Right now, from a tender age, she's exposed to a whole lot of things. She can study online, she can go to B school. So earlier, she will begin to understand like what purpose is all about. And deep inside her, then probably she want to be a philanthropist.
Mm.
And suddenly the father, the mother calls her and we want you to meet somebody. So behold, what actually is happening is that they have programmed this kid to marry another rich guy's kid. Who is the guy?
Mm.
He's already programmed by both families. My son.
Probably when
These kids are not
these
even
kids were-
born.
Yeah.
So my son will marry your son, your daughter,
Mm.
so that we can keep the tie, the family, or probably we can cement the business or whatever their reason is, and they want to force this guy into this girl to get married.
And it happens a lot in rich circles,
It happens a lot in this circle,
rich people circles.
thereby disrupting their life purpose. What what exactly they want to do with themselves.
Mm.
That will be stuff like that. That enough can make you not focus.
Definitely.
That
You know-
alone is enough.
Nothing frustrates another person like someone else taking decisions for you without consulting you.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. So when And you know what you just mentioned happens a lot in rich people's circles and to a
Yeah.
lot of rich kids, where parents are like arrange marriages,
Arranged marriage.
marriages for their
Yeah.
kids
Yeah. Mm.
for reasons best known to the parents, not to the kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had stories, I've had situations of marriage just to cement business relationships,
Relationship.
mergers, acquisitions of
Mm.
companies, and merging this company with the
With
other
that
company, and they use marriage as the key.
do that. Without the kids even know.
They don't even know. You know, some of these rich kids, some of them may not even be in the line of business,
Yeah.
that they have become objects of merger and acquisition, and you know, they may not be. For instance, a kid, a rich person's child is a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
The parents are into engineering.
Yeah.
Maybe they have an engineering firm, and they want to cement a relationship with another engineering firm, and they want their kid, who is a doctor, to marry the child of the other family that are into engineering also.
Yeah.
Now, this doctor becomes a subject of union for the two businesses.
Okay.
Now, if the marriage goes through, the child's interest is not even in the business,
Yeah.
because you have to understand that at the end of the day, the parents will, I don't want to use the word die.
Yeah. Everybody dies at some
I
time.
don't want to use the word die.
Everybody dies at some time.
Not
Okay.
because of me.
Okay. Let's say
Not because
the
of me.
parents, they get old.
They get old
They
and
get so old
and
and
they step aside.
and they step aside.
Yeah, I like that word.
They retire.
And step
They
aside.
retire.
Retire,
They retire.
then step aside.
They step aside.
Step aside 6 feet below, or
They
step aside, just step
Step
aside.
aside. Just step aside.
No. But this kid doesn't have interest in the business.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At the medium to long term, the business begins to falter.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Definitely.
And as time goes on, probably the business dies or is sold off to someone who was never there before.
And that
Now,
could
why
cause
did
that could cause the tired parents to actually get very retired.
Yeah, to really get
No, you get
retired.
very retired, like
Retire.
very retired.
Now, the genesis of it all, arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage. No, it never ends up
Well,
well. It's very difficult for it.
it never ends
It's
up
very
well.
difficult for it to end well, unless in a situation where the kids are fortunate enough that they've actually met one another before and they have they took a liking to one another, which is very rare. Which is very rare.
It's very rare.
Very rare. So in most cases, it doesn't all go well. It doesn't end well.
It doesn't end well.
It doesn't end well. All right. Let's take on our pictures. It's Mr. Nelly, Wanabasi, the pastor of Wanabasi. You know, we're still talking about, purpose. It's really crazy. It's crazy. A whole lot of things have gone wrong, and some abnormalities have become normal. When you find a guy suddenly becoming a god over some people just because he's lucky or he finds himself making some money. I mean, it's crazy.
Has big pockets.
It's very, very crazy. Now, these have caused a whole lot of problems where purposes now are not fulfilled. The purposes are not fulfilled. Some guys also, like, they know that you are good in building. You're an engineer, you're very good. You studied engineering, you're doing very well in your work, but you can't establish and you can't find a job. But they know that you're very good. And they have the opportunity to help you to establish and probably partner with you in the business and also make some money for themselves. But instead of helping you to fulfill that your engineering career, which you cherish so much, you love so much, they want you to go sell peanuts.
Mm.
You know why? Because their wife has a peanut farm.
Mm.
They don't want you to sell peanuts. And they want to convince you and they want to force you into selling peanuts just because their wife has a peanut farm.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Mm.
I mean, that's crazy too. I mean, they're actually helping you, but they make sure that you're going to be in a peanut business
Mm.
as long as they are alive.
You know, I can take that job.
Only-
I like peanuts.
No, I'm not actually saying that peanut business is bad. One of the richest guys some time ago was, got rich of selling peanuts.
Mm.
I'm just using peanuts as, points
As
of
a illustration.
illustration.
And that's a good
You know,
illustration.
illustration.
Peanuts.
But this guy's an engineer. He studied
Mm.
engineering. He's very good in engineering.
Mm.
So what I'm trying to say is that you make his career over engineering die. Because if he doesn't have a strong will, the career dies.
Mm.
And it becomes, it's not even like he becomes a peanut merchant. He stays under the guy's wife all his life. They make sure you stay there all your life. They're going to give you a house.
Mm.
They'll give you a free house. I've seen that happen. They give you a free house and they pay you peanuts. Right?
To work at peanuts.
To work in the peanuts farm.
Mm.
They pay you peanuts. A qualified engineer. They pay you
Mm.
peanuts to work in the peanuts farm.
Wait, that should be a good
That's
job.
not funny. That's this.
That should be a good job.
Pay you peanuts to work in the
To work
peanuts
at
farm.
peanuts. That should be a good job. I'll
That's-
take that job. I love peanuts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that job. All right. Okay. Now let's say the guy doesn't have a strong will
Yeah.
to pull out of that. Okay.
Mm.
Or to start working towards pulling out of that.
Mm.
Now, the next thing they do is they're gonna tell you like, you're right for marriage. Get married.
Mm.
They're gonna find a wife for you and they fix you up with the lady. I say, get married. Now, you're living in a house that's given for you for free.
Mm.
Then they force you. Matter of fact, this is gonna pay for the girl's diary, dowry, and they're gonna pay for the
Bride
dowry,
price.
bride price, whatever it is. Okay, bride price for a woman, right?
For a woman.
And the dowry is for. Some people actually is a woman that pays to live with a man. In some countries.
In some countries. Some cultures.
Yeah, some cultures the man pays to live with the woman, right? So when the man pays to live with a woman is
Dowry.
no, when the man pays
Okay, man pays.
pays
That's a bride price.
bride price, and when the woman pays is dowry.
It's
Okay,
dowry.
fine. They pay the dowry or bride price,
Bride
whatever,
price.
and
Okay,
you're
we
not
just
living-
call it money.
they pay for the girls to go live with.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you're married. Okay, you're not married. Okay, fine. And during some festival periods, festival seasons, they give you some rice, some food items to your wife. They buy some clothes for her.
Mm.
They make her feel happy. And that's the bigger problem. Because if you ever tell your wife that you're going to leave this job, she's gonna kill herself. Like, are you
Are
crazy?
you crazy? These guys are
This guy
good.
give
Sent
us
from
a
heaven.
free house, and they give me food, lads. They give me rice. They give me food. They even bought me clothes. Do you understand?
Mm.
I mean, this guy's purpose. We're talking about purpose. Now, this guy's purpose in life is dead. Like, he's dying,
He's
and
dying.
if he doesn't know what to do, if he doesn't know better, or he doesn't, or someone doesn't come and take him away from there radically,
Mm.
then the career dies.
He's dead
His purpose in life ends like that
as an engineer.
as an engineer. And if whoever is trying to help him or claiming to help him or work or acting like he's helping him is doing this intentionally, that's evil. You know that, right?
It's evil manipulation.
It's manipulation.
Mm.
It's evil. Because you have seen the guy where it's coming from. You took advantage of
Dangerous, the difficult
the difficult
situation.
situation.
He was growing up. He was
Yeah.
existing. And it's dangerous. It's still the human God thing. the human God
But you
thing.
like this human God thing. Are you sure you know what?
I'd like to be a God. I'd like to be a God. I'll be a very naughty God. I'll be a very naughty God.
He's gonna give you power right now, man. You will. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. all right. So, I think we got to just do a roundup here, right?
Yeah.
We got to do a roundup here. So, just in a nutshell, just what do you think? To summarize what we're talking about.
I'll put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful viewers. Thank you for staying tuned all this while. And for those who are not here while we're doing this live, you can always check our videos and get the facts, get the information, get what we have to share. And in this instance, we were talking about purpose. And in a nutshell, I'd say whatever situation you find yourself, whatever situation you go through, never let the situation you are in, never let the difficulties in that situation override your purpose in life. Poverty, for instance, can make a man begin to think differently from who he used to be, begins to see things differently. But when you have purpose in life, whatever situation you go through, you'll always stay focused. Never let the difficult situation define you. So that's what we've been on in this episode. This is the first time we're doing this like this, doing this like
days,
this.
like live, doing it live.
Doing it live.
Yeah.
I hope you will have fun like we do. We having
Yeah,
fun.
we
We
have
are two
fun.
good, crazy, God-loving guys, just having fun,
Yeah.
talking about purpose, talking about everything. Just having fun,
Exactly.
educating ourselves and people out there. So always stay tuned every time we come around like this. Check our videos and stay true to your purpose. God bless you. I'm the Wanabasi. The Wanabasi. That's
The one of
the
us.
Wanabasi.
All right,
That's who I
it.
am.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Well, I think you pretty much said it all. Stay focused. All right. Whether you're rich or you're poor, or you're coming from a rich family or a poor family, stay focused. Don't let the situations around you cage you. All right. Move out there, man. Stay positive. Believe in yourself. Believe in God, and believe that you can do it. And do it. Don't relent. Just move, and you will get there. All right. And Mr. Nelly right here sign off. Iwanabase, Connor Pictures Productions. We'll see you next time. We're gonna be live. Peace.